today we will be learning about clonal proliferation. So what is the term clonal proliferation? Before we proceed into the clonal proliferation, we know that our immune system is composed of different types of cells, different types of immune cells like B cells, T cells, natural killer cells, and all other cells are also present. So, and every cell of the immune system has receptors on their surface, and these receptors are very important in killing to fight against the antigen. These receptors are very important. So let's look into the example of B cells. So B cells have receptors on their surface, and these receptors play a very important role in the humoral immunity as well as the cell mediated branch of immunity. And the B cell receptor is nothing but an immunoglobulin molecule. It is basically a membrane bound immunoglobulin molecule, which means that the antibody or the immunoglobulin is embedded in the cell membrane of the B cell. So this immunoglobulin molecule is very much responsible for binding the antigen and killing the antigen. So the basic thing is that the B cell receptor recognizes an antigen and binds to the epitope on the antigen, and after binding, the B cell differentiates into antibody secreting plasma cells, and and these plasma cells secrete soluble antibodies, and these antibodies are released into the bloodstream, and they migrate into the bloodstream and kills the antigen which has entered inside our body. So this is the concept of humoral immune system. And now these B cell receptors are of different nature. That means as I already said, that this is an immunoglobulin molecule. So we know that the variable region of every immunoglobulin molecule is different. So different means these receptors are not, these variable regions are slightly different in their amino acid sequence, and based on this, the epitopes recognized by these immunoglobulins are also different. So B cells have different nature of receptors on their surface. So if we consider these as B cells, one B cell have this structure, the other one might have this structure. So these are the different types of receptors are present on the surface of the B cell. This variation arises because of the difference in the amino acid sequence which builds the receptor. So due to the different composition of the receptor, the structure of the receptor is also different. So there are large number of B cells, and every B cells have a different shape of the receptor. And when an antigen enters inside our body, the antigens have particular epitopes on their surface. Different epitopes are present on the surface of the antigen. So if this is an antigen and it has an epitope like this. Suppose this is an epitope of an antigen which has entered inside our body. Now those B cells will be selected from the population of B cells which have a complementary receptor with this epitope. So we can see that among the three B cells, only this B cell has a structural complementary receptor with the epitope. So this B cell will be able to bind with the epitope like this. This B cell will bind with the epitope, and all the other B cell will not be able to bind to this epitope. So this B cell will first bind with the epitope, and the process of selection of a complementary B cell from the population of B cells is called clonal selection. The term is clonal selection, which means that from a population of B cell, only those B cells are selected which have a receptor that is complementary to the epitope on the surface of antigen. So this is the term. This is how a particular B cell is selected from the population of B cells, and this B cell is able to bind with the epitope on that antigen. And after binding, what happens? This B cell will now divide in number. So this B cell will give rise to another two B cells. This is how the number of B cells will increase. So this B cell, the number of B cell was initially 1. So this B cell will divide in large number and will produce a large number of B cells, and all these B cells will have specificity for this epitope. All these B cells have specificity for this single epitope. So this process of proliferation of a selected B cell is called clonal proliferation, which means this B cell increases its number and all the B cells that are resulted have the specificity for this single epitope.